Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. You guys, I know in my first video, after the question from my friend, how often should we expect content from you? I was like, hopefully once every week. I was so gyrated and pumped. I've come to realize that it's not as easy as it seems. So, you guys, I'll try to be consistent, definitely, but just take me as I am for now. Anyways, if you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Oxygenated Ray, and for the next few minutes, I would like you to breathe this oxygen. All right, so if you have brothers, sisters, young ones, younglings, I don't know, just people that are waiting for admission, have written JAMB, or just generally waiting to go to school. Maybe they've been waiting for years and years and it seems like it's not coming. Get them, send the link to them, bring them close to you as we all explore my experience together. Let's get into it. So academically, yeah, I was, one of those early starters. When you get to a class and then you're looking for like the youngest, I was one of those young kids in school. And because of that, I was able to graduate from my secondary school very early, I think at the age of 13, right? Now, I wrote my WAEC pretty good, wrote my NECO good. And I started to look for admission. First jump, I scored excellently well. But this is Nigeria. Hey, did you give me? Look how we're living now. Hey, look how we're breathing now. Everybody's a criminal. I'm sorry about that part. But really, it took a lot. And I was looking for law, right? So I kept applying. I was getting things like theater arts, linguistics. I know I speak well stuff. But I really wanted law. I really, really wanted law. And this went on for years. I've had a lot of teenagers come up to me and tell me, oh, I'm waiting for my admission, I'm depressed, my friends are leaving me. My dear, your friends are leaving you. Oh my God. People that were in JS3 when I graduated, they got admission. I was still at home. I waited at home for like 7 years before I finally got something that was close to law. And I figured, right, that this was a process for me to be me. Because if I didn't go through that process, if I didn't go through that stage, I probably wouldn't be the me that I am now. So my first take for you is to enjoy the process, right? I know it's hard, bro. I've been there. I've been there, my dear. And yeah, another thing, your friends are going to school. If they tell you about their admission, celebrate them. I mean, the Lord is in your neighborhood. Don't act sus. Don't be, oh, she got admissions. What is she feeling like? She got to school now. You're you're not wise. You're really not wise. Honestly, if that's your disposition, you're not wise. Come closer. My darling, celebrate. See, if you need something, right, and it's happening to somebody that somebody that's close to you, let that be wisdom for you to know that God is in your neighborhood. And if he has done it for them, he will do it for you too. It's just admission. You will come to school, you see shaking. I'm seeing shaking. I'm in my finals, bro. I'm seeing... Okay, let's speak positively. I'm saying the goodness of God in the land of the living. But you will still complain. You will still do freshers year. You will still do your final year. At the end of the day, it will come to you. That's what I'm trying to say. But enjoy the process and know what Jesus is saying to you at this point. What am I supposed to learn? For me, it was a point of I just wanted to go to school, yeah. So I'm a preacher's kid, and all my life it's been church activities, church, Bible, ministrations. I'm a singer, so I used to go sing classical music and everything. So I needed more. I needed a lot of exposure and I just wanted to get out of the box, right? But it was that season for Jesus to truly reveal himself to me, truly show me that you're called by me. You're going to do a lot of things for me. And the life you are probably thinking you're going to have in your university days, my darling, that's not it. I mean, look at me. I'm in my final year right now, but before getting here, I did School of Ministry. Yes, I'm a minister. I have my certificate. Stop it. Yeah, that's by the way. I remember one of those days, I was so tired. Like, I just written the jump and I was like, this is the last jump I'm going to write. And I told God, I said, if you don't give me the admission, like, with this jump, I'm not writing jump again, I'm done. And the school I applied to, they have connection with me because another jump is coming, but I'm not really admission list for the last one. So my parents were like, oh yeah, we'll go and register for jump again. I said, I'm not registering. No. They're like, if you don't register, you cannot. I'm like, I'm not registering. Okay, they were looking at me. Rejoice, go and register for jump. I'm not registering. I'm not ready. They're just like, what's wrong with you? You get. So there was this particular day, everybody was on my case. Like, what haven't you gone to register for jump? If you don't register now, you can't have the admission. Yada 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 yada. My dad will say, it's me that's in yada yada yada. Daddy, I'm sorry. Anyways, I finally agreed to go after all my threat. Hey, another thing, you telling God, Lord, if you don't do this for me, it doesn't stop him from being God, my darling. It will not take one hair from his kingship. I'm telling you, it's still you that will be affected. So just humble your insides and follow the will of the Lord for your life. Most times, Jesus is keeping you. It's not even necessarily about admission now. He might not be giving you something because there's something that needs to go, something that needs to come. You need to learn something, you need to let go of something. Something. For me, it was a lot of things because Jesus Christ, I was such a girl. Like, mentally, I was very immature. I had not built something very, very solid with Jesus, and I know that at the time, coming to such an environment, I could easily be swayed and tossed around by any wind of doctrine. So I think that was one of the reasons. So back to my story. The day I now finally agreed to go and register for the jam, because everybody was on my case, I went to the first place. Jam registration had closed. I went to second place. Jam registration had closed. Hey, how do I want to go and tell my father that jam registration have closed after everybody was on my case to go register? Went to the third place. I see her. She Tammy has not banned me by. And I went to. I didn't even know how to say it. I just said it. Everybody was pissed. Like every single person. God, it was even their anger. Me, I was so on the standing that I already told God that if he didn't give me the admission, I could not even sit in front of my dad. So it made I'll go and sleep and I'll not wake up for like 3 days. That's by the way. So I just went to my room, cried myself to sleep, of course. Next day, my mom was like, oh yeah, we're going. Where are we going to? Apparently, she overnight checked up some universities, private universities that we could go to. See, another thing, it's where Jesus will take you to, that you will go to. Because we went to the private university, there was this, I haven't forgotten the name. We shall write to our exam. The day that they said so, I went to the school. We're supposed to write the exams. I went an hour late, right? When I went an hour late, they now gave me the paper. I saw I'm applying for a lawyer giving me maths. Disclaimer, I don't know maths. Why are you giving me maths? And I said, sorry, excuse me, sir. The limitator came was like, what happened? I said, sir, this maths. I'm applying for law. We don't do maths. I don't even know courses that law students take. What if they are taking maths? And I say, really? Okay, seek anything you think is right. I said, sir, I should seek anything you think is right. He said, yes. On top of the paper, God, I used to be so audacious. I just wrote, the invigilator said I should tick anything. And I just ticked all the boxes, tick, 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 tick. Went to English and it's my thing, answered it. Under like 30 to 40 minutes, I was done. And people that came before me, they were still in the hall. I submitted and I went outside. My mom just said, go back. Because my mom always follows me for all my JAMB exams, right? So she's used to me coming out early. And the fact that she's like, are you sure? My darling, you know me now, you know your girl, This time around, in front of parents, you want me to go back. Going back to the I'm like, mommy now. She said, go back, go perform. And I went back. I said, sir, my mom said I should come back and check whether what I wrote was correct. And I said, okay. And I gave him my stuff. And I check. It's what I wrote now. Then to granted the VC that somebody has finished because that was like we were their first set. We were just starting the university here. So somebody has finished. Come to my office. Everybody was speaking for them. Me, I cannot come and embarrass my mommy and my daddy.
Oh my god.
So I was speaking my phonetics too. I don't even know how I spoke that safe. But I spoke really well. When I went to his office, the man was like, so because it's like I said, it was a new university, so they wanted to check out for their threats, students that will be a threat to other students and everything. So he was asking me, do you think you get easily influenced? I said, sir, I am the influence. I said I used to be so audacious. No, I'm still audacious, but at least now there's a little honor and respect in some sense, unlike the time. But yeah, I was like, I'm the influence. He kept asking me other questions. I was just answering, with so much effigy, Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyways, on my file he wrote recommended for law. This I came to apply for law. He's recommending me. I'm sorry, I'm just extra. Anyways, we went, so we Shekini saw the hostels, everything was set. I was supposed to resume in a month. I was super excited. Finally, I'm leaving this environment of not getting what I want. The school I now applied to that is in connection with snail did not release admission release. Did not give me criminology and security studies. Excuse me, what that one is? So I was at dance rehearsals when my mom called me and she was like, "Yo, they..." Okay, she didn't say yo. That's my thing. So she was like, they have released the admission list of the school you applied to. I'm like, okay. You got criminology and security studies. I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm like, why are you telling me? Well, going to, the private school that I had at the time. And then she was like, rejoice. I'm like, see, mommy, I don't want to say anything. Or like, see, I was talking. I was such an ungrateful child. Kai, am I the one paying school fees? God, I beg. I'm like, see, mommy, please, let's talk when we get back from. And when I get back from rehearsal, she's like, okay. When I got to, my dad was even excited. I'm like, I don't understand why these people are. What's going on? I don't understand. I'm like, I was already bent. I'm going to this school. I'm going for my law, and that's on period. Now, that kind of vibe. The Lord was looking at you and saying, "You don't know that the plans I have for you, they're not the plans you have for yourself." Anyways, the school called my mom, the private school, and they told her, law school, and they're not agreeing to come and accredit law in this school. So we're suggesting that your child starts criminology and security studies in the school. Then after a year, we know that they would accredit the law, so she can now go back. So they will not pay. Sometimes they will pay 45K for everything. Usually, they will not pay like 1 million for the same course. I beg Jerry. I just told my mom, yeah, let's go to the University of Just and see. Well, that's one of the best decisions, really. Because I mean, not for the school. I'm sorry. The school is an amazing school, really beautiful school, beautiful. But I'm not talking about the school now. I'm talking about like the people, the friends I've made so far. I mean, amazing people. My church, beautiful. And then I've grown so much. Yo, I'm not the same person that came in 100 level. I know that for a certainty. I'm not. So, in conclusion of my entire story, right? What I'm trying to tell you, I remember telling God on my way to Jos with my mom, I was saying, I don't know what you're doing, but I trust you. I was such a little child in the Lord's hands, and he was just looking at me like, my darling, I'm going to take care of you. And he has done that. So I'm just trying to tell you that this is your process. Enjoy it. You don't have this process every time. You don't have this process again in life. Look at your life. Take a look at the mirror. What is in me that needs to go? What do I think Jesus is trying to teach me now? If you don't have a relationship with God at all, this is your moment. You have time on your hands. You have time on your hands. You have time on your hands. You get to school. You're having 8 to 4, 8 to 6. You are trying to build friendship with people. Friendships that will obviously last a lifetime. You're trying to figure out what you're doing with your life. This is the time you have time in your hands. So spend it wisely. Time is a currency. Invest in yourself. You think I always used to speak very eloquently? No, I spoke well, of course, but not as eloquently as I do today. I didn't know how to dress a lot then. I mean, these are carnal things, obviously, because I feel like I'm telling you, okay, invest spiritually, invest spiritually. That's very perfectly, but if you're invested spiritually and you're just anyhow physically, people will not really want to listen to you. So invest also in your physical looks. Invest in your mind. Intellectual property is such a thing, bro. When you open your mouth to speak, let people be wondering, who'll be this now? Come on. Shake it, baby. I'm sorry. Yes, and make the Holy Spirit like your best friend, because he's literally the best. I remember coming to school, right? Me, like I said, I've always been a preacher's kid. I just wanted to meet with the big girls, vibe and vibe. And the friend I met, don't worry, you guys will meet her in one of the episodes. At the beginning, I just wanted to, get necessary information from her, like add me to the group chat, meet cost rep, kiniko, and let's go of her. But the Holy Spirit ordained that friendship. See, today we're as thick as thieves, man. Is it thick as thieves? They used to say, Jennifer, is it thick as thieves? We're as thick as thieves. You know, and it's just because the Holy Spirit is involved. I cannot even turn bad safe, even if I try to. I've been offered to a deity and now I am a sacrifice. Who knows? You're also a sacrifice. So stop fighting it, my dear. Invest this time. Invest everything. Just work on you and you'll be so glad you did. You'll be so glad you didn't waste your life away. For me, in those years of waiting, my parents were like, yo, we can't be at home, we can't be idle. Go and look for something to do. You want to learn a skill, you want to, whatever it is you want to do. I went to computer school, even though, but apart from that, I taught for about 4 years. I was a teacher, I impacted lives. People were looking at me like, mommy. I miss my kids, you know. These days when I see them, they make me feel like a grandma because what do you mean you're in SS2? I don't understand you're in SS2. Why are you in SS2? Were you not just in primary one? I'm sorry, I diverted. But yeah, do something meaningful. Don't be depressed. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. I've had a number of teenagers come to my DMs. Oh, I'm depressed. Don't be depressed. Not for Nigeria. Not for okay, you can be depressed for Nigeria. Don't be depressed at all, for real. In other words, trust Jesus. Jesus is making something really beautiful out of your life. He's doing something exponentially great, and you'd look back like me, Vijay Sadele Olayinka. I look back and I'm thankful for the 7 years. They broke me down, they remolded me, and then he didn't just mold me, he painted me in gold. I'm not whining because he did it. Yes, he did it. So please don't be depressed. Jesus loves you. Jesus cares about you. Jesus has you in his will. And at the end of the day, he will do something beautiful with your life. I hope if you don't believe yourself, believe what I'm telling you today. Anyways, that is the end of this video. Sending you love, light, and sprinkles of a ray. The ray of sunshine loves you.